this speech on are Pitbulls vicious breed. So let's get started. Okay, what is the most loyal pet for humans? Dogs. Yeah, everyone agree with it. Dogs is the most loyal pet for humans, and most of you agree with it. And we think they are cute and adorable, right? And this is especially for certain breed like Chihuahua, Corgi, and Poodle. And okay, most people think that the dogs are cute, right? But that's not the case for Pitbulls. Okay. Most people think that they are cruel and so forth. So according to the statistic by dogsbite.org, Pitbulls were responsible for 176 deaths, or approximately 62% of fatalities during 2005 until 2013. So therefore, there are 170 people dead because of Pitbulls. Later, in Arizona, 2014, Kevin was attacked by a Pitbull, causing him to lose one eye. And the most recent case of Pitbull attacks was happened in Indonesia. Detik-detik bocah tewas sedikit itu. This happens in Malang, East Java, and the child is only 8 years old. Her name is Michelle Jessica. Therefore, all of these cases are make people conclude that this breed is a killing machine and really vicious. I might not have dogs as a pet, but I actually interacted with them for 6 years while I was living with my aunts. But however, I cannot say that my experience is enough to tell whether Pitbull is vicious or not. So therefore, I do a great deal of research and reading articles on Pitbulls. So today, I would like to convince you that Pitbulls are not vicious based on 2 evidences. Okay, this one is this one. Okay. So what the Pitbull history can tell about what is Pitbull. So Pitbull in 19th century, before 19th century, they were used for bull baiting and dog fighting, which is considered as a blood sport in UK and USA. So the man purposely used them for a game in fighting bulls and fighting each dog. In Indonesia, we know about the fight of rooster, sapi ayam. It's the same, dog fighting. And why Pitbull was chosen? They were chosen because of their muscular posture and their pain resistance, and also their powerful bite. Because that's why they are used in here. And despite the ban of the dog fighting, in 1980s, gamblers made comeback of this sport game, and drug cartels use Pitbull as a guard dog. They're using this as a guard dog. And this trend, this dog fighting trend, and use Pitbull as a guard dog, encourage backyard breeders and uncertified to breed these Pitbulls, massively, without appropriate training and procedure, and they purposely train them into a killing machine. They purposely train them to be lethal. So what we can tell so far now, so it is humans that make these dogs really cruel and become a killing machine. So it's not their fault actually. And this case leads to a hugely publicized attack in 1987, in which a Pitbull guarding a marijuana crop in California mauled and killed a boy. And then all of the media is blown this case all over the world. As a result, people think Pitbull are dangerous, and this leads to specific breed ban in US and United Kingdoms, and it even allowed drastic measures that allowing animal control officers to shoot any Pitbull they saw. on the street without compensation to the owner because of this stigma and because of this specific ban. And what does scientists say on this phenomenon? A research by Deborah Duffy in 2008 found out that pit bulls is not the most aggressive breed. Chihuahua and Dachshund are. Dachshund is like it's like a small dog that have a long body like sausages, like corgi. But I mean, this is the original breed. It's the most aggressive one. But because they only have a small body and they only inflict minor injuries, that's why they become less noticeable. If you see from this chart, pit bulls and that is here. American pit bull is almost the least aggressive among this group. And however, the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals said in its article that it is important to evaluate and treat each dog, no matter what its breed, as an individual. And it is problematic to overgeneralize pit bulls only as a vicious breed based on several cases of attacks. Take this for example. If there are 2 or 3 students out of 40 students in a class that get a low score, you will say the teacher is bad. Isn't it problematic reasoning? No, it's not necessarily like that. So it's the same case of pit bulls. Because of several attacks, so you overgeneralize that pit bulls are vicious. Moving on to the next reasoning. Okay, so Bronwyn Dickey, the author of this book, Pitbull, The Battle Over an American Icon, stated in her interview with Nat Geo that she said that there's no science suggesting that pit bulls is inherently vicious. I mean, they are not nature-born killing machine. And being aggressive doesn't mean being ferocious. Take this as an example. Short-tempered person will easily get mad if they are being disturbed. But it doesn't mean that he or she will attack people randomly, right? Unless he or she is a psychopath. It's same for pit bulls. And also, Cesar Millen, a dog expert, also said, to say that a pit is a natural born killer is nothing more than stereotyping. ASPCA also stated that behavior develops through a complex interaction between genetics and environment. So therefore, who are to be blamed? The owner is to be blamed. Most owners doesn't know that their dogs need training. Pit bulls need training. They're muscular culture and they have a lot of energy. Therefore, they have to be trained and to be socialized with other dogs. We can use pulling training and also jumping training as they are really energetic. And this training help them to direct their extra energy, so they will become well behaved. And experts argue that every owners of pit bulls have to have these red sticks to unlock their powerful bite. And in our pit bull case in Indonesia, the owner that hasn't have all characteristics above. A dog lover communities testified that the owner of our pit bull in Malang doesn't bring his pit bull to these training and socialization activities provided by the pit bull lovers community. So therefore, it is purely the human's negligence, not the pit bull itself. So, for example, like this, stop blaming guns. Tigers do not pull themselves. It's like when a suspect killed this victim by gun, and you blaming the gun. Is it logical to do it? No. So it's the same. When people attack someone, you don't blame the pit bull. You blame the owner because they are not being responsible for their pets. So what will happen later if this stigma still exists? There will be a killing and kidnapping of pit bulls, which is already happened in US, and it may be happened in Indonesia also. Because people in Indonesia tends to do vigilante page on social justice things and my hunting sendiri. So to conclude my speech, I like to show just two pictures. The first, humans by me, humans overbreak me, humans cut my ears off, humans beat me, humans